Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. This video you're about to watch was recorded over a year ago. Since then we have moved and I just found the footage, so enjoy the video. So after installing our trusty USB charger / voltmeter, what did we find? Low voltage, 12 volts. Your bike's putting out 14. Didn't think it was a problem until the battery's dead and it won't start anymore. It's not charging. I have never tested a stator, so I went to trusty YouTube because cars and bikes are not exactly the same, and found a test that was fairly simple. Up in this corner here is a voltage regulator and rectifier. On a car that's built into the alternator. On a bike it's separate. The stator is in here, behind this cover. The wires come out of the engine cover, up along the frame, over to this connector here. So on YouTube, it says to test each one individually to see if the circuit is open. Any wires you can test between each one, doesn't matter what order. You should have some type of resistance value. I don't know exact spec, but I got 0.9 ohms on that one, 0.9 on that one. Switch them up, change them around. Same. So all the individual windings, coils, field windings, whatever you want to call it, they're all intact. Then it says to check the chassis ground. Right here is an obvious chassis ground. You see all these wires? They go right to the frame. The battery also is grounded to the frame. Every circuit on the engine's grounded to frame. It's all grounded to one another. If you should have no, it should be open. You should not have any connection to the frame through these circuits. If the circuits of the stator are grounded to the frame, that's a short and it's a faulty stator. So whenever I test, see this says OL, open, that's what it should read when I go from any one of these circuits to the frame. There it is. And we have 2.3 ohms.
So it's faulty stator.
And then we'll go to the next circuit, 2.5. 2.5. So it's shorted to ground. So that stator's faulty. It could also be this harness, because it travels along the frame. So if anywhere on the harness it's rubbed through and the wire is touching the frame, that's short to ground. I don't think that's the case, but I also didn't check. I just went and pulled the trigger and bought a stator, hoping that it's just the stator. But if I find a wire along the way, I'll be upset with myself that I didn't check. So now we're going to pull this harness out, fish it out, and if we don't see anything along the way, we're going to replace the stator.
Okay.
And it's full of fresh oil. It's only been ridden twice since the oil change, 3 times. I don't want to lose all the oil, so Wide World of YouTube also says lay the bike on its side. The oil will drain to one side. You can take that off without losing or changing the oil in any fashion. That's what we're going to try. We're going to try and fish that harness out. Hopefully we don't have to take too much more stuff apart on the bike. And I've never changed a stator in a motorcycle, so this is exploratory surgery. I don't know what we're going to find. Hopefully it goes smoothly. And pay attention to how it's routed, because we do this on a daily basis. I always try and remember where the wires were routed. You're putting a new harness in there, so it's not going to have a memory. If I was taking stuff and putting it back in, it would have a memory, and you can kind of figure it out can kind of figure out where it was by the way it wants to lay. But we're putting a new one in, so I'll feel really dumb if I find rub through wires and your mother be angry because I ordered a part for no reason. It's got a plastic sheathing on it, so it would have to rub through the plastic and then through the the wires. That's an insulation on it, and the wire runs through it. So if it were rubbed through on the frame, which you see in cars all the time, or mice chew it, it would go through this plastic protector, then through that insulation, then the exposed wire would have to be showing, and then it would have to rub through the paint into bare metal. I don't see any signs of that, which would make my life easier, but no, we have to open the side of the motor up. Okay, grab the back, I'll grab the front. Actually, I want to put these on a frame. Maybe the handlebar can touch the ground. Put one here and one over here. You try and put the axle stand up into here, not on the muffler. Yep. And we'll put some socks on the stand so we don't scratch the shit out of the frame. Okay, this is going to be heavy, so help me. See, we got to move it over further. Oh, fucking shit. You on there?
Yeah, I'm on the frame. Are you good?
You're on the frame?
Yeah.
Can I hit the tank?
No.
Seems pretty solid.
Oh, the muffler. Muffler's good.
Should we lift this one up a bit? Click it up one more click. So shifter's got to come off, chain guard's got to come off, this has got to come off to get to that.
There it is.
In a minute, but I want to see what's making contact in here. There's scrape marks in it. Yeah. Why? What happened here? There's some imperfections on the edge here, right there. Like for some reason, something hit, chipped a chunk off, but then inside, you can see it got between the stator. 'Cause this spins with the engine. This whole piece spins with the engine while it's running. And the stator stays stationary, and that's what creates your electricity. Yeah, something got in there, and that's why I believe it's shorted out. I hope this thing is not fucked up. That's my concern. Is it going to do it to the next one? Ay. What is that? Always something. Well, you know what, I can check. Let's see if it's shorted in here. See if it's shorted to this case. And it is. So it wasn't shorted to that side of the engine. It's shorted through here somewhere. Gaskets are back ordered, so we're siliconing this thing back together. What has happened inside here somewhere is shorted to here, and each one of these circuits, these windings, that green is the insulation to keep it from shorting out
So
to
how come
here.
this entire thing's green?
They coated it in and out. It's because it's factory. It's probably, well, it should be better quality, but
It has been 11 years.
But it is old.
More than
and
that.
It got hot.
13 now.
These bikes run hot. Everybody knows that they run hot. Just put it like that. Yeah, fits nice just like that. So that's where it's gonna go. Boosh. And the wiring goes nice and nice. Put that clip on there.
Were the ones from like actually Honda like way more?
Yeah. This was $195.
Uh-huh.
The one from Honda was $652. Okay. Click. 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 That's my torque wrench.
Your mouth?
Yeah. Can you hear it?
Yep, I heard it.
I believe that I have to reuse this damn rubber boot. That's irritating.
You just put the wires back through there?
Right. Got them through. Okay. So our stator's tight. Right? Our wiring harness is run through. We know that you're going to have comments about the silicone usage, but our hands are tied and we couldn't get gaskets. We're going to lose the whole riding season. Okay, it's time to put some silicone on it. Now where? That's definitely where it was.
Yeah.
I think so. Right?
Yeah. Are you putting stuff on there too?
I don't know. I think I might just leave it on the one side and
Yeah.
just put it on.
It's going back on. We put silicone.
Yes, YouTube. We use silicone because gaskets are back ordered and nobody has them, and I will miss the freaking whole damn riding season if I wait for the gasket. So we're siliconing it and hoping
It worked.
that it ain't gonna leak. Here we go. Hopefully this just slides right in without an issue. I don't like issues.
Should you put? Oh, never mind. That's the. Never mind.
Just make sure I'm not hitting nothing, catching on anything. I'm gonna have to bang the silicone on anything. Ah, I fucking dropped it, asshole. You know what it is? The freaking magnet is so strong, it sucked it right out of my hand.
Is it a magnet?
Yeah.
I didn't even know there was a magnet.
That thing inside is a big magnet.
Oh, maybe that's why it was hard to get off.
Oh, that's what's going on here. Why? Not. Here, please. This is posing to be more difficult than I anticipated.
It's not going in.
No.
What's not going in?
I don't know. I don't know if it's this goddamn dowel again or what.
It's definitely this dowel. It's not sliding in. That side is. This side isn't.
I think there's something up here. Maybe this.
Where's this
Ah,
dowel?
there it is. There it is. It was
got
this
it?
shaft here.
Oh,
The shaft wasn't in the hole.
little forcing.
Well, that dowel was snug before anyways. Coming off, remember?
Yeah.
Seems to be on everywhere else. That shaft is still spinning. Like it's just... There it is. That's it.
There it goes.
Now, cross your fingers that the damn
Won't come back off again.
silicone seals up.
Need to make a gasket for that one, or just
We're gonna do the same thing. Because it's tolerance as well. That's where all those gears are.
with the other half on the?
On the other half of it. Old gears. There's that one. And this one. So you see that? There's that gear that was on the flywheel.
Yeah.
Then that sprocket splines into the flywheel. That sprocket splines onto this sprocket, which splines onto the starter.
Wow.
And this washer was right there. Gear, gear to gear.
So another gear, two another gear.
Gives you your gear reduction so that the starter can do the job.
Yeah. Look at that. That was perfect.
I'm pretty sure these two are the same ones. This one for sure in there.
That's all.
That one, that one. And there's these.
Then the bit of a longer one, I think this is the right.
longer one on this side,
Yeah.
right? Because these two don't go in anything.
Yes. On this side over here. Bunch.
All right. I wanted to take this cover and have those cut out
Oh yeah.
so I could get a garden hose in there to blast it out easier.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't gotten around to it. Right. Oh, shifter. That's important.
You mark it.
It's got a little punch mark on it already on there. Boosh, got it first time. Look at that. 90%. How the hell does that happen? It wouldn't even start the bike.
Mine was at 80 because I left the key on the other day.
Yeah, this kid.
I left the key on and I left those two switches on for the thing at the front. So the battery was dead. It wouldn't start the bike.
I'm like, you gotta be shitting me. Both bikes have dead freaking batteries.
For the reach.
No.
No?
I mean, maybe. Actually,
You pulled up.
I wonder if I could route it over here.
Pulled up on the other side of the air tank, underneath the shock.
Yeah, pull that over here, right? Oh, got some green happening here.
Hey.
Some corrosion in that connector. What the fuck is that for? Well, you know what? That comes from the goddamn stator too, or the regulator. Look at.
Oh wow. You got new ones to
How
make
dare
that
you,
up,
Peter. No, I think I'd probably just clean it up, put some lube on it. Might be okay. I don't think they rotted through. It just started to corrode. You know what I mean?
So this one's a J on the right side.
So
Go
I
for
put
a
that
square.
over here.
That's an old GoPro. Mine moved right
Why
here.
aren't they weather pack connectors? So as long as that ain't in the way, yeah, you're absolutely right. That makes more sense. Then I don't have to lengthen it.
Same?
Okay. I was gonna say. Had done this to these before, but get in there. Do this one. It's got some green on it. Hopefully that's not the fucking issue. Maybe this was the fucking problem.
Silicone don't make turn green.
No, I mean
Oh,
that corrosion on that connector was my
Did it
turn.
already?
Just gonna work it in there a couple times.
What's that air tank for, Rob?
What air tank? This?
Yeah.
That's
For the mountain
shock.
shock?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oil reserve for the shock.
oil.
And it's adjustable there.
That's it.
And at the bottom on the inside. You can dial it softer. Well, that's dampening, like rebound and stuff, and this is harder or softer. I think that opens up a valve that allows the flow of the oil. So if you tighten it up and it's smaller, then it's harder to compress. And the fronts are adjustable on the bottom, and you can also add air if you want. I was thinking of adding air, but I gotta find a way of putting only like 5 pounds in it. Gas on. Hot gas. Sitting out in the sun. probably take that off.
Yeah.
I think so. Let's just take that off so we don't get back feeding or anything.
Yeah. That red piece on mine, the rubber piece on my battery, it's hard to get out.
I'm like, what the fuck? Let's turn the key on, dummy.
Thank you for watching the video. If you have any questions, just ask them in the comments and I'll try my best to answer. Thank you.